rights. So let's start off with white primaries. This was one of many methods used by white Democrats to stop most blacks and other minorities from voting. They passed laws and constitutions with intentions to raise barriers to vote registrations. This occurred in 1890 to 1908 in all Confederate states. Then, in 1946, Eugene Talmadge died before he could run his fourth election as governor. This led to the legislature appointing his son Herman Talmadge. Herman Talmadge ran a race based on white supremacy, just like his father. He had to run against Ellis Arnold and Melvin E. Thompson. Eventually, Herman beat them and was in office from 1948 to 1955. Now we're going to start off with important people during the Civil War. One of them was Benjamin Mays. He was born on August 1st in 1894 in South Carolina. Benjamin was a very influential voice in Georgia, minister and educator. He was known as president in Atlanta Morehouse College. He was a very intelligent man who was good at speaking out during segregation. Another important person during the Civil Rights was Maynard Jackson. He was elected as Atlanta's first African-American mayor. He made sure that all of the minority businesses were able to have their fair share of city contracts. His name was added to the airport by Atlanta in 2003. They named it Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Let's not forget about Andrew Young. He was a civil rights activist and he helped Martin Luther King Jr. during his time. Andrew was able to sit in Congress and was also Georgia's first African-American representative. He was also appointed to be ambassador to the United Nations by President Carter. He also played a key role in bringing the 1996 Olympic Games to Atlanta. Lastly, we have Lester Maddox. He became known when he shut down his Atlanta restaurant instead of complying with the Civil Rights Act and served African-American people. When he was elected governor, people were shocked at the fact that he hired more African-American people in the office than any governor had ever done before. He integrated the Georgia State Patrol and GBI and started People's Day and kept representatives nearby to solve other issues. One of the main things people focused on during the Civil Rights were schools. Almost all the schools in the South were segregated. Many African-American children had to walk around 6 to 7 miles away from their homes to catch the school bus to be taken to school. One case that caught many people's eyes was about a girl named Linda Carroll Brown, who was 9 years old when she and her parents formed the Case Against Education. The lawyer that supported Linda was Thurgood Marshall. He argued that having separate schools violated the 14th Amendment. As the case went on, many states disagreed with them. They did not want to have integrated schools with black people. They believed black people should be separate. The commission decided to put their foot down and desegregate schools. Later into the years, 2 African-American students named Charlene Hunter and Hamilton Holmes decided to apply to UGA, but their application was denied because the school was full. The 2 students took the case to court and they won. They were granted permission to enter the school. When they got to the school, they experienced hazing and many threats. One of the most known civil rights activists was Martin Luther King Jr. He became the most visible spokesman and leader during the civil rights movement. He believed African Americans can gain equal rights by protesting, but the protest should be peaceful. He continued to do nonviolent protests, but most got turned to violent protests because of white citizens. Because people around the world saw the peaceful protesters being attacked by angry white people and policemen, they gained support. One of the biggest protests that was led by MLK and more than 250,000 people was a march on Washington. In Washington, D.C., this is where Martin Luther King gave his I Have Dreams speech and inspired many African Americans to move forward. This march got the government's attention and Congress passed the Civil Rights Act in 1964. The act banned discrimination against any American because of their race, color, or religion. It enforced desegregation of public